ago.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's good.
I
That
was
works.
completely lost.
All right.
Your Discord is very complex.
It's a lot going on, man. Like everything else, right? Merry Christmas, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Yeah.
I had a rough day yesterday, but today I'm perfectly fine. I just had to
Oh,
rest up a bit.
oh man, it's rough. I've just been so busy, just getting everything ready. Jazz has a boyfriend now and stuff, and
Oh, I
it's like
see.
we had the his parents over and stuff. It was a great time, but
Excellent.
it was a lot of stuff set up, man.
I bet.
But yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about what I got so far for Christmas because it's kind of
Okay.
neat. So I did get one of these guys, the Super
Oh,
Nintendo.
nice. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
good.
I didn't have one of
Yeah.
those. I've got 4 controllers and the
Mhm.
multi-tap, but it's nice to have one of these. I was given one for the Genesis as well, but they gave me the Bluetooth version.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah, so you need the 2.4 with the dongle, right?
Hmm.
And the other little thing I was given that was pretty neat is a lavalier mic so I can hook my phone up to a good microphone. And
Oh,
just
handy.
yeah, which is awesome because now I don't have to screw around with basically recording my audio separate, taking the phone, putting the file up on it, re-encoding it, all that crap.
Oh,
So I
okay.
can do it
Wow.
all in one shot now. So what kind of neat stuff did you get? Did you get anything cool yet, or did you open anything yet?
I opened everything that I had here this morning. I was just playing NHL 24. I get a new NHL game every year, so I just played that and lost big time. I lost
That's good.
4-0, 4-0 against LA versus Montreal.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't get any games this year. I basically have pretty much everything I need, Jerry. I mean, at this point, I
Mhm.
mean, I can't think of maybe a couple Game Boy games and maybe a couple NES games. But I'm kind of where you're
Right.
at, where I have pretty much everything that I need. And it was really
Mhm.
cool to be able to do the Christmas episode where I just took the games, just popped them
Yeah, that
in.
was great. To
It,
follow along in order with the years, I can remember each of those years and also what I got each of those years, you know.
yeah,
It was good to listen to for sure.
yeah, that was crazy, man. I was just like, well, what am I gonna do? So I lined up all the games up on my little drum stool. I just
Hmm.
lined them up and I said, okay, this is the order that I got them. This was a really crappy year with Stanley Cup hockey. Man, we tried to
Right.
make that work. We tried to make that
Hmm.
work, but God, that was crap. Oh,
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that it fools you in the visuals, right? It looks like it could be really good, but yeah, gameplay wise,
it was night and
it's
day.
tough.
It was night and day
Yeah.
compared to everything else, here. Because I mean, NHL '94 and stuff. It was a
Hmm.
top-down weird perspective, and it was
Right.
like all of a sudden you see this thing modes. The way the commercial went, I looked at the commercial
Yeah,
after we had our discussion. I'm like, man, they
yeah.
made the game look good.
Yeah, it's just quick cuts. And, that intro and anything that looks visually great.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just glad to be able to do this with you. I think it's a cool little tradition
Mhm.
that we do. It's always fun.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
play the crap out of that Mega Drive Pro, by the way. I was actually playing some NES games there the other day on it. And
Oh, right. Yeah, it does have
it's
support.
so
Yeah.
funny, man. Crystallis, because there's a difference in the speed. The NES actually had some advantages over the Genesis in the way that it
Right.
could basically load things into its RAM buffer. So, like
Mhm.
things like the UI and stuff, it's all scrambled symbols.
Right. I see.
But it's so funny. I
Yeah.
was just like, it sounds just like Crystallis. Doesn't look like it, but it's so weird, right? I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird that they tossed that in as a bonus. I think they were just competing with the other flash drive, and they just wanted to have one extra feature the other one
well, if
didn't
they
have.
somehow get the FPGA to do 32X properly, that would be
Hmm.
insane without the attachment. And then the 32X CD stuff, which is full motion stuff, that'd be insane,
Yeah,
man.
from what I've seen, there's no FPGA core for Sega CD or 32X, and it's mainly because the game library is so small
It's just
that it
not
doesn't
worth it.
justify the work. So I got I don't have it on my desk here, but I have the Analog Pocket with all the cores loaded onto it. Um, it's a really handy
Man,
device. But
analog makes some great stuff, but damn if
yeah,
they don't gatekeep their stuff. It's really hard to
yeah,
get their gear. Like I
hmm
wanted to get the SNES one, and then I'm
right.
like, well, but I want to have the old for. I don't know. I was kind of like caught between. Then I didn't make the decision in time, and now it's like
Yeah,
it's gone. Right? It's like I'm not spending $800 for somebody else's. But we'll get.
yeah. The nice thing about the Pocket is when you put all the other cores on it, you're kind of getting the same benefit as their other systems. Obviously, you can't put a Super Nintendo cart in it, but as far as the quality goes, it's exactly the
But
same.
you can put it in an SNES cart. The other way around. You can fit the Pocket in there. You're like, what? What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I got the adapter for the Game Gear carts to go in it. So I basically just use I have a Game Boy EverDrive and a Game Gear
Man,
EverDrive.
so
And then
cool.
once I put the open cores on it, you can just put all the ROMs on. You don't need any carts. So
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah. And I mean, it
yeah.
looks so good. It's IPS display as well, right?
Yeah, the resolution is super high.
Yeah.
And that's how it can do all the filters. So it looks like an actual Game Boy screen if you turn on that.
And
It's basically 10 times the resolution of the original Game Boy, so it's a 10x
man,
integer.
huge kudos on your setup behind you. Like that's
It's
dedication.
neat and
Oh man, look at that thing.
tiny.
Jeez, that is as Jiri gets right there.
Yeah,
Every catalog organized, perfect across, well thought out. Man,
I got on Etsy, I think there's a guy that 3D prints the Atari game holders.
oh, so cool.
That's what
Yeah,
the Atari games are into.
I can see
I
Crackpot
got
from
a-
here.
Yeah, I think I got an extra one here. Here.
Yeah, and that Ghostbuster pack. Look at that thing. Jeez.
Yeah, so this is what he 3D prints, right? They
Oh,
just
that's
slot rich.
perfect. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wicked.
Yeah, because I tried to look for like the original ones because you used to be able to buy these, right? But they go for like a crazy amount because they're made in the 70s and 80s, and getting a bunch that match was
No,
impossible.
what
So-
you have is perfect. It looks just like it. That's how I remember
Yeah.
them. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wild,
and they
man.
snap together. You can stack them and stuff. So yeah, so I picked my favorite games and put in there, and once I have enough to fill another one, I'll put another one next to it.
Yeah, man, wild setup. I love it. I think it's great that you got it all back. Is that a Game Gear up on the top, or is that your Switch?
Yeah, that's a Game Gear up on the top.
And
yeah.
did you do a recap on all that?
Yeah, it came with a recap done, and it has the original screen. It doesn't have a screen mod or anything. I think using the original Game Gear screen kind of makes it what a Game Gear is.
Yeah, that
you know?
ghosting and stuff was part of it, right? Like-
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
The ghosting on the Game Gear screen was kind of like how scan lines are used in a pixel art game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it faked composite, right? It created
Yeah.
that blur. Yeah, the dithering and stuff. Yeah, it's wild. Well,
Yeah,
Jerry.
the best game on it is Jurassic Park, I think.
Oh, I
my
don't
favorite.
know. What was? There's a couple on it. I know Sonic was really good too, but it was really
Yeah,
small.
Sonic 2 was good. Yeah.
Oh, what was Mortal Kombat 2 was pretty decent on it, wasn't it? Or was it crap?
Yeah, it was. It was like a colored version of the Game Boy version.
Oh,
I think.
that's
I think it
kinda
had
crap,
the same roster and same animation and stuff. I think it was just a colored version.
Did the
of
Game
that.
Gear get a Shining Force game?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if it was a port of a full one or if they did like a cut down version.
Man, the Game Gear. I
Yes.
always remember my cousin Sean had it, and he was
Yeah.
because I mean, Southern Arbor crowd.
Yeah, it was tough on the batteries, and the only way to play it is really plug it into the wall.
He told me I wasn't allowed. Now this is no joke. He told me I wasn't allowed to use his Game Gear unless I used my own batteries.
I can see why it only lasts about 2 hours.
It was like 2 hours. It was like insane. We were down in his trailer, and sure enough, it disappeared. I know you got to get going, so we'll cut to the chase here.
There's no big rush. I was just
Okay.
gonna say, I remember the spot in Sonic 2 where a new set of batteries would run out if you went through all the levels without
Oh.
skipping any.
Man, well, these
It
batteries.
was one of the gimmick zone levels, and because there is a stage select code for the game.
But batteries have improved, and I guess from your perspective, batteries have improved a lot since we were kids. So
Yeah, I would
new
find the
double
one
A's
that-
probably it'd be pretty good. Probably double that now. 4 hours.
Yeah, for sure. 4 to 6. Yeah, what I was using at the time were like those like Ever Ready batteries, or the
Oh yeah.
is Ever Ready ones the ones that were red that had the black cat jumping through the
Yes.
logo.
Yeah, that was them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those pieces of crap. And there was another brand that was kind
Yeah.
of goldish not Duracell. It was like,
And sometimes we buy those batteries, and only like a couple out of the pack would work because they were expired.
oh yeah,
Because they're sitting on the shelf forever. No
sitting
one would
sitting
buy
over a Gars.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Wow.
So that's great that you've had a good Christmas so far. We just had the in-laws over, and we just had a whole turkey dinner thing. I cooked all that.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're leaving in about an hour or so, and then we're going to head up there. It's only 10 minutes away from
God,
us.
you just live in a dream. You can walk everywhere, eh?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh,
really
man.
good.
You guys earned it, that's for sure. So on that note, let's jump to it. So my wife accidentally opened the box. I didn't see it. But she thought it was one
you
of the.
didn't see it? Okay.
No, I didn't see it. So so I duct taped it, and it's good.
Okay.
I didn't see any of it.
Okay.
Not like last year where it showed up, and it was like not even in the Amazon box. That was cool. I knew what it was.
Yeah, I've
like,
ordered a few things from Amazon where it's just like leaned up against the door.
Yeah,
and it's just full display.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, whatever, right? It was so cool. But
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
crazy about up your way is I ordered it. It was to your house the same day.
Yeah, one of the warehouses for Amazon is like just down the street a ways. So they have a lot of stuff where I select Prime and it's same day delivery. So I order it in the morning, shows up in the afternoon.
It's just hard to imagine we've come to that point.
yeah.
It's just nuts.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty crazy and it's free shipping and it's it's so quick now that it's just like calling an Uber where you can see where they are on the map as they get closer to the house and so if I'm out I can walk back in time and see where it's going to be.
Well, if you're ever over here on the East Coast and you get a chance to drop into Nova Scotia, you got to drop by the house. And
for sure.
We got to do a proper gaming night or something like that, like the old days, and get it in. So I'll let you start with yours, Jerry, if you don't mind, because yours is lighter, and whatever you got in that box is like an anvil. So I know I think you outdid me, and I'm feeling bad now.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let's see.
No, I saw this and I thought it was really damn neat. And I thought it was something that really match what you got. But then I look at how optimized everything is in the back. I'm like, I don't know if we're going to fit anything else.
Something for the shelf?
Oh, yeah. Of course, you got to have something in the background. And
I got a little bit of room left on my desk, too. So
okay. And you can swap things around. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. I can rotate stuff around. Let's see here.
Let's see what you think.
Ooh, I can see a logo on the box. So I know it's Back to the Future related.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Oh, it looks like I can do some time travel.
You can. Actually.
Ooh, three
of them.
Wow.
So that's an LED lamp. And
nice.
It's set in place. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can see it takes batteries and it has a USB.
Yeah, I made sure it had the USB one. There was one there that was like half the price and it was only double A. I'm like, who the hell wants that? But yeah, USB, it's supposed to look really good in the nighttime. So if you have a USB plug and you're like, yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, since it's USB, I'm going to put it next to my computer under the screen here.
There you go,
the
man.
Cable will reach.
You should, while I got you there, you should turn the light off and see what it looks like if you got plugged in.
Yep, sure.
Just curious. You see my little nebula in the back and all that stuff?
Oh.
I got nebulas in the back now. Oh, yeah. That's that little space tube.
It looks like a Star Fox level in the background.
I know, right? Same graphics.
Let's see. I should be able to turn off the lights here.
Yeah, it's so great that you got your own spot, man. It was just wicked, eh? You got all your gear right now.
We lucked out on the location for sure.
Definitely. Jeez, I see where you guys walk and stuff. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I can walk to the mall in about 10 minutes.
Everything's 10 minutes. It's like one.
Yeah, everything's about 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, that's working.
Let's see here.
I don't know what type of USB it takes. I assume it's probably a connector.
Oh, it's an A, but I got a bunch of USB A to USB C connections there. I'm just looking for the settings for my lights here. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see.
All the lights, all programmed, all Wi-Fi lights. Just don't blue screen to death your lights.
There we go. Okay.
Wild.
Now it looks darker, right?
Yep.
All right, let's see here. I can put this in the front. Computer has 2 USB ports in the front.
Fancy USB ports on your computer. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a rare case where it's a Mac that doesn't need dongles plugged in.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I also got one of those helping hands so I can do some soldering.
Oh, nice.
I got a solder extractor as well, so I can.
I'm too nervous to solder anything. It's Oh, that looks good.
Does it?
I'm
yeah,
sure
it's reviewed.
I'm not sure if the
well.
camera's gonna like mess with it or whatever. But
oh no, that looks it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's gonna look really good back there.
Yeah, well, it fits right under my monitor here too.
Exactly. Yeah, and now you'll never forget what time that was.
That's right. It's funny you got me this because I'm actually saving for a real DeLorean, but they're really pricey.
Hold on, you're saving for an actual car DeLorean?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so funny.
Yeah, there's a dealership in Ontario that specializes in it.
Yeah, because didn't they make a new version of the DeLorean not too long ago?
Yeah, it's just they bought the name. It's sort of like how the Atari name gets traded around.
Yeah.
But it's a crap car. It was basically an electric car that didn't have any branding around it, so they bought the name and slapped it on.
That's crap.
But the real DeLorean company still exists and sells new stock for parts and stuff.
Well, you can always put that in it.
Yeah, that's right. That'll be my front dash display.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Oh. All right, so let's see this thing.
All right, I gotta fix my lights here.
This thing's huge.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a very big, heavy box. Duct tape.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's see what we got. It's like, geez, what is it? Like, first I'm like, I thought it was something metal or something. Oh my god.
I'm glad it got there in time because it came from San Diego, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's a punk effect. The punk effect. Yeah. Oh, I know what this is. That's crazy, man. Oh my god, this.
Yeah, so it was sold out on Amazon, so I went to Pat directly and got one from him.
Oh man,
so it's from the author direct.
That's crazy, Jerry.
Yeah. So
Pat himself, you know him well, eh?
Yeah. So I'm working on the Super Nintendo app that has everything that's in that book in it.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
Wow, dude.
So every game is covered.
Holy crap, hardcover. Thank you so much, Jerry, man. That's amazing. Absolutely stunning.
It's nice to see the reviews and the ratings and all the cart images are in there and stuff.
Yeah, it's so heavy I can barely show you. That's oh my god! Look how this is cataloged. The table of contents, everything is insane. See if we can get it in there a little bit. You can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Wow, Jerry, man, this is insane, dude. This was a Kickstarter originally, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wow, man. So I got. I definitely got to make some videos going through this thing. And,
so every single Super Nintendo game is covered, and it has a review section and a reflection section on each game, and it's a good read and it's a good reference.
Jeez, I gotta read one. What game do you want me to read? Let's see. What do we got? Because I'll test out the book.
Well, I guess what you could do is look up some of the games you like and see what kind of rating he gave the game.
Yeah.
Star rating.
Let's go to 77 here. That's Donkey Kong Country. That's a classic, right?
Yeah, that's probably a 5-star, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see where the rate. Oh yeah, so it's 4.5 star platform.
Oh, okay. I think Donkey Kong 2 does that get 5 stars?
Yeah, that's a 5-star.
Yeah,
which is
that's generally what people think. You know.
Oh God, it's heavy. Holy crap! Yeah. Do you have this book at all?
What's that?
Do you have this book at all?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is a massive. So, yeah, once again, Jerry, you outdid yourself.
The way you did the binding on it, all the pages stay open. So if you're flipping through it on a table, it doesn't close on itself. So it's an easy book to flip through.
So it smells like so good. It smells like fresh print.
Yeah, it's really high quality. That's why it's so heavy. The pages are thick.
Oh my god! Are they ever? Yeah, it's gonna be wild, man. I'm gonna have to have some nights where I just sit down and I don't know if I could copyright it by speaking about it.
And you find games that you haven't played before, and it has a good write up and screenshots.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm definitely gonna read that. I actually got a couple other things I need to open up as well. I started opening up some of my stuff. I was thinking about it, Jerry, and I'm like, I was collecting and I had stuff in boxes and stuff, right? And most of the stuff I have is like, it's not in boxes, but some of it is. I'm like, what the hell am I saving it in boxes for? I'm like, I'm 40 years old. Like, I might as well just use this crap because nobody's going to care in 40 years when I'm gone,
Right,
like,
yeah.
It's like I'm just going to use it. So that's what I've been doing. I got everything set up top there. The Mega Man and all that stuff. It looks fantastic. I just love being able to grab the games like yourself off the shelf and play them, man. It's just so much fun. And Christmas this year, Jazz is more into makeup stuff. Not really girly, but like not same, right? Like where she wanted a Switch game or whatever, right? You know. And I'm still doing this retro game channel and stuff like that, and we're still having a blast with it and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, we need to get...
her days playing Atari is probably not as frequent as before.
But I mean, I'll open it up to you, Jerry. If you ever just want to do something for an hour or whatever, just shoot me a message and we can totally play a game or whatever. I was thinking that maybe Gunstar Heroes was incredible when I went through that one. I was shocked how good that one was.
And I'd like to practice the Battle Maniacs a little bit and then join you for that one.
Well, nobody else I know can beat it.
Yeah, I don't get very far in it, but it's a game that I'd like to practice a little bit.
And if we were going to do that, you'd have to practice it. And it would have to be a scenario where you're basically beating it on your own. And then we get together and try our best. Because when one person dies, it starts over. So it's like you're doing you're doing speeder bike level, and then someone dies, you're back at the start. Both of you.
Or we might have to do an earlier play of it so we can do it before and after.
Oh yeah.
That
have
a bad run, go off for some training, and then come back.
But have you ever played Cuphead to actually play it?
Yeah, I played it. I have it. I played it a bit. I get so far, and then it's like the difficulty goes up a bit.
It scales up. Yeah, you've seen some of the stuff I've done in it. I mean, I basically mastered the game, right?
Yeah.
But
and they've been updating it with DLC this whole time up to a point too, right?
Yeah, I got the DLC for it.
Yeah.
I'll show you something. I got Miss Chalice over there. The girl from it. I actually got it from what is it, U2's, I think.
Okay.
Oh, every bottom up. Yeah, I got her here. Just one sec. Everything's all bottom up. Yeah, she's the whole art style of that game's incredible, right? Like, I love that, man. It's so freaking cool.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Yeah, it's huge too. It's actually pretty big. But yeah, she's pretty cute.
Wow, it's I think there's a Minnie Mouse influence there.
Oh, huge 1930s stuff, right? Like it's just crazy. And man, that's incredible. I'm gonna read that. I'll start reading that today, Jerry, man. And
it's a fun flip through. It's the definition of a coffee table book for sure. You want a coffee table to hold it up.
Yeah, man. And if you got any spare time this week, I don't know what you're doing for work and stuff. If you got any spare time this week?
I'll be able to fit something in.
Yeah, because I'm actually available all week, right? Like I'm taking next week off because it just works out. I mean, it's only like 2 days because it's so weird.
Yeah, I'm off that week too. Yeah.
It's so weird for this to be a Monday, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, and now it's like, because I get stat holidays, it's like I get all the way to Thursday. I might as well take Thursday and Friday off.
Yeah, I think everyone's doing that this year.
Pretty much.
Anyone who can, anyway.
Yeah, well, that was amazing, Jerry. Once again, that was awesome. Mm-hmm. I got to outdo myself next year, but you just beat me this time. You decimated me. Now, mine was pretty cool, and I thought I thought I had it in the bag. But then when I lifted that box, I'm like, oh no. That's quality.
Yeah, I knew it couldn't go wrong with Super Nintendo.
No, man, that's my system for sure. And like I said, I got that little controller there now, and which is kind of neat because, so I just picked up my setup's pretty complicated how it all works here, but I just picked up an audio switcher. It's just a basically physical toggle one, so that I can hook everything into my line doubler. So my Genesis, my Super Nintendo, and my Dreamcast. I've actually started using S-Video for my Dreamcast instead of the...
Yeah, the screenshot you sent me of the Dreamcast output looks really good.
It's so clean, and it looks so good. And then I've got that going back over and converting from S-Video No, it's splitting off from S video and then going to the S video input on the back too. So it's just it just works so good, like all these little things, right? I'm just so happy with it. And my next big purchase is going to be a Retro 5X. I'm not going to go 4K. I can't just.
Yeah, you might as well skip. Yeah.
I like that. I like that the 4K.
Everything that's on the. So 5X is what you're planning on getting, right?
Yeah, and you know what, Mike Chi is amazing. I don't know how he does it, Jerry. Like, how does he have the time to do all these incremental upgrade dates? Like, what is he doing? I think he lives inside and he's just constantly doing this. Like worse than you back in the day trying to get a side menu in Windows 95.
Yeah, he's really focused for sure. And it works flawlessly. It's powered by USB, so I just have a USB hub on my power strip, and I have the retro things plugged into that, and they're just on all the time. It doesn't generate heat or anything.
It's crazy how efficient it is. There's not a single aspect of those devices that are waste.
Yeah,
nothing. It's just so optimal. And
and he has presets built in for each system that kind of replicate how it's supposed to look, and then you can customize it after that and save the preset, and you could pick which preset auto selects when you start it up. So if you unplug it and it loses power and you plug it back in, it'll go back on the preset.
So something neat before I let you go. I know that there's a SNES version 2, the second generation of the SNES. There's a mod coming out from Voltar that is going to be able to get the RGB in that system to look as good or better than the one chip. So that's really cool in a lot of ways because the one chip does have a little bit of compatibility issues. So it might end up taking those old systems that are sitting on people's shelves and making them viable again.
Right.
Because that one chip's RGB is just friggin' so clean, man.
Yeah, the one chip is what I got, I think last year or the year before, I think, and I just kept my other one as a backup.
Yeah, exactly.
From what I've seen, too, it looks like the generation that has the one chip is also the ones that don't turn yellow.
It's different plastic. The fire retardant stuff is different. Yeah. So what I've seen some people do, I've seen people take their guts of their ones and their twos that they just had kicking around, taking a broken one chip that doesn't work, taking the shell and just reshelling it with the one chip shell.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But that's a problem because if you go to buy a one chip, people have done that. It's like, surprise.
Right. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Well, you know what?
Yeah, the one that I got on eBay, he took it apart to take pictures of the board and stuff just to make sure.
Yeah, it's very evident because it literally says 01 chip, right? So you got pretty much everything after the 3.1 series is basically all one chips.
Yeah. So do you know of any games that are incompatible with it? Because I didn't hear of it being incompatible.
Super Turrican has some issues. There's a few of them that have like graphical glitches and stuff. Because if you look at it, the one chip is it's an authentic. It's basically the first clone, if you think about it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a cost reduction thing. Right? Yeah. So it just ended up having better RGB.
But it's by far better RGB. Like, it's actually sick. Yeah. Every square looks like a square instead of a square with a little bit of blur on the edges.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And as Jerry, you knocked it out of the park, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you really want to do something this week, let me know. We can do anything.
Up for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. For Christmas, I think it'd be cool.
Something within an hour window, I could easily do.
Yep. Well, that's how I work. Jump on, play something, even if it's Hit the Ice, man, or Blades of Steel.
Right. So, what's the best thing for me to have installed to do?
If we're playing, honestly, if we play something that doesn't require super quick reflexes, just Parsec in.
That's the easiest, right?
Yeah, it's just easier for you and stuff. And we'll just play something that's not so crazy, like you need twitchy reflexes. You know what I mean? Just to get you back into it.
Well, even though with that, probably be pretty good. My internet's much better now than it was before because I was sharing Wi-Fi last time, and now I'm hardwired in.
Well, I'll put it into perspective for you, Jerry. I was playing with guys with pretty crappy internet down in the States, and they were able to play Cuphead. And we're talking not just Cuphead, Souped Up mod, which is like 1,000 times harder. So I think you'll be
Yeah,
okay.
it'll definitely be better on my side now. I think it's 2.5 gig fiber. I think it's 2.5.
2.5? Holy
It's either
crap.
2 or 2.5. Let me see what it is. I'm
I'm
curious.
1.5 up and down, which I thought was
Okay.
fantastic.
Maybe I might be confusing 1.5 with 2.5. I just know it was.
Is it Bell? If it's Bell, it's 1.5.
No, it's Shaw, which got bought by Rogers. But
Do
it's
you have a
still the
data
Shaw.
cap out there?
No.
Oh, good. Jeez, I hate that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Shaw doesn't have a data cap. They didn't change any of Shaw when they bought it. Yeah, I'm just curious now because. Okay, sorry, it's 1.5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
1.5 is
Still pretty good.
Are you kidding? There's people would kill to have that internet, man. Yeah, if you're 1.5 over there, our latency to each other would probably be less than 100 milliseconds.
Yeah,
So-
it'll definitely be better for sure.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Jerry. Well,
Yeah.
we'll be talking, man. You have a great night. Merry Christmas again.
Oh,
And
you too.
say hello to Tash and stuff, and have fun eating lots of food.
Yeah, that's what we're about to do now. We're going to.
I don't want to eat food for at least another day after what I just ate today. All right, brother. You take care. And like I said, that's amazing. Enjoy your little lamp, and expect next year that I'm going to do something crazy.
Yeah, I'll send you a photo of it once I get it set up in its proper spot.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Take care, brother. Okay.
Cool. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.